Hey listeners, today's video is going to be about how to get rid of your stage fright. My teacher once told me to do this mantra before I did a classical Italian piece, so I didn't forget the name or freak out or anything. Peace, joy, tretto. Some people like to do a different kind of thing. Sometimes I talk to myself. You're barely existent, so this is really not that big of a deal. Sometimes you can just talk to yourself about how you're actually pretty insignificant. What always helped me before I went to a classical singing performance was to start crying. Usually cry before my performances. I think I got over it now, but it was because I had a lot of emotion and I couldn't exactly pour it all into my performance. I got kind of freaked out, and one time I started bawling and ran off stage. That was pretty embarrassing, but my good friend Rachel covered up for me. So I think that sometimes you just need to let out your emotion in any way you can. So like an hour before my performance, I'll cry, and then we'll just be there, and then we'll drive there, wipe my eyes away, and I'm good to go. A really good thing to prepare yourself before a performance is to make sure you have everything you need. Sometimes, so one time my throat was getting really, really dry, and I was getting nervous that I would either drink too much water or too little water, so I just keep a water bottle next to you. If you're going to sing or something, if you're going to play music, keep a water bottle next to you, keep mints next to you, maybe have some hot tea or hot liquid, anything that warms up your vocal cords, not just for singers. If you're going to perform anyway, you're probably going to have to speak to introduce yourself at some point, but if you're going to perform, you want to make sure you have everything you want or need. Like something necessary for me, I'm kind of obsessed with lip balm, and I get kind of weirded out if my lips are like chapped. So if my lips feel dry, I like to have lip balm on my lips before I do anything, because licking your lips is not very good for you, so I want to just make sure that I'm good with that before. So what I like to keep is usually water, lip balm, and the introduction in my head. Another thing to stop stage fright. I heard this really great story once about this person who was in the Olympics, and when they were practicing, they pretended that they were actually at the Olympics doing it. And when they were at the Olympics doing it, they pretended that they were in their practice studio. So that's an idea. You could pretend that. Like, you could pretend you're right with your music trainer, or you're right next to your piano, or whatever you do. Something that makes you comfortable. Yeah. The really scary thing about performing in front of people is that you're not controlling your environment. The stage manager is, whoever owns the place is, and you're probably just one of the many performers. So you have to remember that you're control of yourself, and you only control your actions. You can't control anybody else or what anyone else does. So you really just gotta be open and ready to face your challenges. Now, when you're performing your instrument, you definitely need a place to look, especially if you're a singer. So, if you're playing an instrument, then you kind of gotta look at your instrument. And I know they say look up at the audience, connect with them, but you need a place to look. This is a really good idea. Either look at their foreheads, so you're not looking at them, you're looking just above them, like right now. So, here's the camera thing right here. Now I'm gonna look just above it. And it still looks like I'm looking at it, but I'm not looking directly into it, so I'm not freaked out or anything. I can't look directly into it because there's actually no one in front of me, but it looks the same. So if you're sitting on an audience, someone is probably staring above your head, but you don't even know it. So look above their heads or something, and they're not even going to realize that you're not looking at them. They'll think you're connecting with them. Bring something that you're really comfortable with and look at them, and try not to look in one place too much. Look around, look in the center. Just try to bring someone you're comfortable with too, and just look at them sometimes. Look at your family, look at whoever you brought with you. Yeah. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the scariest performance or musical situation you've been in before. Or something like that. Like one time mine was peace, joy, Geppetto. That's the wrong name. Because that's Pinocchio's dad's name from Once Upon a Time. Hey listeners, so today's video is going to be about how... Okay, so, that's not the right line, is it? Hey listeners, so today's video is going to be about... That was insane. I'm sorry, I just want to binge watch The Office right now.